Find him in the file marked journeyman. Alan Knill once played for Wales and marked Marco van Basten out of a goalless draw. His country never called again.
It's my claim to fame, obviously, apart from being Rotherham United manager.
He got that job last year. 2 weeks later, they went bust.
I've probably seen quite a lot of things that a lot of managers haven't.
What he's done, outstanding.
I wouldn't swap him.
It's got to be brilliant, doesn't it?
Our main agenda, obviously, start of the season was, can we stay in the league? And if we do, it'll be a good season for us. But we put ourselves in a strong position.
Administration mid-season means a 10-point deduction. Knill kept Rotherham up on the last day of last season, but with -10 to make up this campaign, he knew half of his squad were on their way out.
3 weeks before pre-season, we had like 7 players, 7 pros on the books. We had to get up to a squad of 22.
We'd phone the agents, and the agents would obviously look elsewhere. They didn't fancy the -10.
You filled a few gaps in.
Yeah, we have done pretty well. And the good thing is that the young players are coming.
It has to be a squad lean and hungry. Richie Partridge was at Liverpool, Oyen Bopp at Bayern Munich in a previous life. But the Miller's Tales romantic lead is a local boy, Will Hoskins.
Best player.
Send me that.
He's League One's second top scorer.
How do you deal with a 10-point deduction?
Just look, say 10 points, you know, it's not that many. Listen.
It took 8 games to reach nil points.
I think it's 4-5-1.
4 October wins and Rotherham were out of the relegation zone.
That's it. OK, thanks. Out you get.
But when your main stand is half-built and you're living in a porter cabin, you don't get flash.
All right, lads.
Rotherham can't afford to.
We've got one of the best up-and-coming managers, and I think you'll see that over the next couple of years, what he'll do here.
I was going to say, you better hold on to him then.
Definitely. He's not going nowhere.
And let's make some noise for your very own pride of South Yorkshire.
The thought of the club going out of business brought everybody together, and it stayed like that this season as well.
So we get a happy ending, do we?
I sincerely hope we do.
And number 16, Stephen Brogan.
Knill won his first trophy as October's manager of the month. True to form, November was then winless. So this was more like it. Delroy Facey's header 12 minutes in. Only Crewe have scored more goals in League One. It was Yeovil's panic-stricken Terry Skiverton who contributed Rotherham's 31st of the season. Easy at one end. Nils in the against column are not so straightforward. Leon Best broke Yeovil's duck. A win, and they go fourth. More culture from Chris Cohen's left foot, and Lee Morris's subtle touch made it 2-2. Time for the former England youth player Hoskins to come to life. In the 45th minute, he won a penalty, which he then converted with a withering touch of class. 3-2. Out the back at the break, Knill could have told his team to keep it tight. Only that's not their style. Hoskins' precocious talent carried on impressing. And after a nervy final few minutes, Rotherham had taken another big stride towards that improbable survival mission. But for those docked 10 points, they'd be in the top 6. If they can keep their number 10 and their Mr. Knill happy, who knows, the catch-up Kings might still close that gap.
There is a hell of a lot of pressure, and this team's played with more pressure than probably any other team in all the leagues, starting at -10. And each week the performance from the players is good.
If it gets a bit better, you could be thinking about the playoffs. Dare to dream.
I'll let you think about that, and we'll just get on with playing football.